Alright, good afternoon slash good evening.
Right. Good afternoon slash good evening. Right. Good afternoon.
Oh, can I hear myself? Okay, let's try that again. Good afternoon. We're just coming live on here for a little bit because I was going to head out and do some bit of farming for the next couple of hours. So figured I might as well live stream it. So for the eagle-eyed among you, you'll see that we are not in Outland. Bonus points if anybody can guess the zone that we are starting in today. We are in Desolace. So the reason we're in Desolace is because we're going to try some archaeology. Been doing a lot of herbalism and mining, but I want to mix things up a little bit. Come to Desolace because we've got 2 archaeology dig sites in the same zone, which is great, and the other one is I think just up here in Stone Talon Mountains, so really good starting place for us today. So we're going to hop over there. We're going to do a little bit of gathering as well whilst we're sort of in the area, so anything we see like this king's blood down here, we're going to pick that up as we go. It's not going to give us huge experience, but it'll give us a little bit of variety in the items that we have. Something nice to sell on the auction house. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. I've done a little bit of archaeology so far, so if we have a look in our archaeology tab, you can see we've got up to skill level 84 and we've got a few fragments here and there, but we haven't really been hitting it hard. So I want to do that today. I want to get our skill level up because we're falling a bit behind with the archaeology skill. What it means is that we can't do archaeology in Outland, and I don't want to have the same issue when we eventually unlock Northrend. I want to be able to just jump straight into it. So got to remember my keybinds, because I've got a mouse with a few different action keys on it. Oh, amazing. I didn't expect us to level up that quickly, but awesome, we'll take it. That's a good little start to the episode. So middle mouse button is the archaeology skill. Now, just like last time, we are starting off with a little bit of rested experience. So we're getting the best part of about 8,000 experience at the moment per gather, which is pretty good. But bear in mind, this is obviously a lot slower than herbalism and mining would be. So as kind of experience per second goes, or experience per hour, it's about the same once you sort of factor in... Oh, nice. Once you factor in the travel time between dig sites. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not the best. You know, if we were just going for pure efficiency, we'd probably stick with herbalism and mining. But you know what? Sometimes it's just nice to mix things up a little bit. Because there's not many things that give us experience. So anything we can do to kind of make things a little bit varied, we're going to do. Also, it's a cool skill, and I know it's quite a long way off, but I remember Pandaria archaeology being quite cool, and I think I think you can get some like bind on account or some cool gear from it, so it's definitely worth doing, and some of them are worth a fair bit of money because you can package them up, right? You can package up your archaeology finds. in Pandaria, and I can't remember what you can buy with them, but there's definitely stuff you can do with them. It's definitely a worthwhile profession. And like I say, as we're travelling between dig sites, we're also just going to pick up whatever's in our path, because why not? It's a tiny bit of experience, but it's also a nice little bit of side income that we can get. So yeah, not going too crazy today, just kind of chilling out. And you can also see that we've got a quest here, and this is from Dark Moon Fair. And because each profession at Dark Moon Fair, once you hit skill level 75, gives you a quest. And this is the archaeology quest that we can complete this week. We need 16 fossil fragments. It's the same every week, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up a bit of a stash of fossil fragments, and I'm not going to convert them. I'm just going to keep them for future Dark Moon Fair events, because we get a nice chunk of experience, about 19k experience, which for our current level, what is that? It's maybe like 5% of a level, which isn't bad at all. Also gives us some Dark Moon prize tickets. And Dark Moon prize tickets are great because we can buy heirlooms with them. And heirlooms give us extra experience. And any source of extra experience is amazing. Brand production. I would love this challenge in Classic WoW. Yeah, I remember I was watching, this was quite a while ago now, I was watching a series where somebody attempted this in Classic WoW by like doing quests, exploring, things like that. In fact, I think it was just one video. I don't know if they completed it. It was quite a while ago. It's quite an old video, I think, now. But it would be cool to go back and see that. Because you don't get experience from herbalism and mining in Classic WoW. So it would be a real challenge. Like, this challenge is hard because it's time consuming. But if you wanted to, you could just turn your brain off and just gather herbs and ore. You know, obviously we're mixing things up a bit, but you know, we could just do the same thing repeatedly, whereas in Classic you really have to think. So yeah, I'd be interested in giving that a shot, definitely. Grab these, what we got here, Groom's Blood and some iron. The nice thing is the mobs, although the mobs attack us, they're so low level that they don't interrupt us, because it's so rare that they actually hit us. So yeah, Classic, there's no archaeology, I mean you can mine and you can gather herbs, but you aren't gaining experience from it. So you've already got quests, you've got exploration, I think that would be it. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there would be any other source of experience. Yeah. I mean, that would be one you'd really have to research it, because you'd really want to do the quests at, like, the optimal time. Like, you want to do them when you don't want to miss out, like, you don't want the experience gains to diminish at all. Best thing in archaeology is when they spawn close to each other, like this. Oh, look, this is a lovely easy dig site. They're all spawning like right next to each other, and they're all giving us scrolls as well. Okay, rested experience has run out, but we have just got like 20% of a level. So it's not bad at all. It's actually a really good way of leveling once you like travel between the dig sites. So if you haven't watched my video where I talk about archaeology in more detail, we'll do a little rundown of that. So obviously you can survey like this. and then this like telescope surveying equipment comes up, and red light means we're really far away, and it's pulsing really slowly, so that means we are really far away, and it's roughly in this direction. I believe the red, when it's a red light, so if you like follow the edge of the scope here, for a red light, I think it could be anywhere within like 90 degrees. So it could be in like any of that sort of direction in a cone in front of it, and really far away. So you've got a huge area where it could be. And then for a yellow one, I think it's like 45 degrees, so it's a bit of a narrow one. And for green, it's like pretty accurate in that the direction it's pointing is basically exactly where it's going to be. Oh dear, I need to convert these because I've got too many. Didn't realise I'd picked up so many. Let's just solve a couple of these. So every one of these that we solve, we get an item which we can sell. They usually only sell for like a gold or two. But we also gain 5 skill points. So what I ideally want to do is I want to have a little stash of all these different fragments, and I want to go to a capital city because I need to learn the next rank of archaeology. So once we get to 125 or thereabouts, or maybe 150, we'll head to a capital city. We'll learn the next journeyman, or I think expert is the next one. So we'll learn expert archaeology, but what we'll do is we'll have like a load of fragments stored up, and then once we go there, we can hopefully convert enough fragments into solves, and then we can just get like the next tier straight away. That's sort of the theory anyway. We'll see how it actually plays out, because in like Kalimdor where we are, there's a lot of night elf dig sites, so we might just end up, because we can only carry 200 of each fragment, we might end up just having to convert them whilst we're out and about, which is fine. Like I say, we're just taking it easy, so we'll try and be efficient. Like, we're not going to be inefficient, but we're not going to stress over min-maxing every decision. And you can see from my map here, I've spent like quite a bit of time in Desolace already, because I was sort of comparing all of the different areas and how efficient they are basically for leveling and also for gold making. All of the areas that are like level 30 to 40, that sort of range. Desolace is a really good area, really good. I was pulling in like 700-800 gold per hour, which is amazing in MoP Classic. And it's a pretty nice area. There's not huge variety of scenery, but it's better than like it was in Classic. In Classic, Desolace is just like desert. Like it just looks like this the whole time. So at least there's a bit of greenery. There's a few demon spawn areas here, which I'm pretty sure weren't here in Classic. Let's just grab this. Yeah, look, this guy can't interrupt us. Okay, so we've got a yellow one, so we don't need to go too far. It means it's like 40-ish yards away. And then rapidly pulsing and green means we're really close. There we go. Another night elf one. So I'm pretty sure these are all night elf dig sites in this part of Kalimdor. Which means we just need to keep an eye on our fragments. We don't want to get too close to 200, because then we're going to waste them. Because if we have like 199 and we pick more up, then it'll cap at 200. It won't ever go over. and we don't want to waste them. So it's really a mild inconvenience if these guys attack us. It's only inconvenient because we can't activate flight form whilst we're in combat. But it's not the end of the world. Like, we've been on foot for 60 levels, we can do it for a little bit more time. At least they're not actually interrupting us anymore. So that is good. And perfect. So we're going to finish this dig site. I think we've got a couple more. Yeah. Oh, and we're also getting these scrolls as well. And we're getting them at quite a nice rate, which is great, which is good. So for some archaeology finds, what we can do is we can place a high-born scroll or whatever relevant scroll. There's a different one for each different type of collection. So each different like race, for example, has their own types of scrolls or keystones, and that reduces the amount of fragments. So they're basically just saving us fragments. We can buy and sell them on the auction house, but to be honest, they're not worth a huge amount. We'll just use them. It'll make the profession better, as in we can level it up quicker, really quick. Light there, so it's really close. Okay, we're gonna have to solve another one, so I'll show you. We'll use this. Oh wow, they're saying it sells for like 10 gold on the auction house. Jeez, maybe I should keep these. Okay, I'm gonna keep these for now. That's incredible sale rate. Like, incredible price, I mean, and the sale rate's not bad. 3 per day. We're not going to be collecting that many. We'll have a little chat later about changes to the auction house, changes to the server, because some quite significant things have happened since last live stream, not even just last video, last live stream. Things have changed quite considerably. Okay, so that was really lucky. We got 3 dig sites in Desolace. So now we're going to go over here, Stone Talon Mountains, which is just over these mountains here. And we're going to do the dig sites there. We're not very far from Thunderbluff and from Orgrimmar actually, so once we start getting close to 150, we'll head over there. We'll learn expert archaeology, and then we'll just keep on going. Oh, can't see what colour it is. So yeah, how's everyone doing today? Me myself, I've been at work, so this is my method of chilling out before I make some dinner a little bit later. You love to see it when they're just so close together like that. So I don't want to keep opening up my archaeology tab to see how many fragments I've got. I feel like there must be an archaeology add-on. I feel like there must be. Muck in the chat, good to see you live. What's the goal today? The goal today, if we can get to level 68 with pure archaeology, I'll consider that a big win. And you know what? I think that's not an unrealistic goal. We did have some rested experience, but even so, we're getting pretty good XP here, like 4k per find. And you get, I can't remember how many it is, like 6 or 7 finds per dig site. So I think I think that's realistic. I also just want to get our archaeology up to like, we might not hit it today, but I want to get it up to 300 because then we can do archaeology in Outland. And then we'll get it to 375, so when we eventually unlock the next expansion, then we'll be good to go for that. It'd be nice just like, you know, when we're exploring new areas, especially because places like Outland and Northrend, they're much smaller than the old world, so we're going to be pretty close to a dig site at all times. So yeah, that's kind of roughly what we're aiming for today. But we're going to need to convert another one of these, because we're gaining fragments pretty quick. Hey, and we got an achievement. 10 unique common artifacts. It'd be cool to get a rare artifact as well, because we get a title, but we'll also get a title for getting, I can't remember if it's 10 or 25 rare artifacts. And I love a title. Obviously I've got a lot of this on my main account, but we're playing on a completely fresh account this challenge, so we haven't got anything. In fact, I don't think we have any titles yet. Could be wrong. Let's have a little look. No, you don't have any titles, so that's unfortunate. But it'll just be all the sweeter when we actually do unlock it. Because although I earned it on my main account, but I haven't earned it here. So it'll feel more rewarding, because I actually I'm gonna remember actually getting it. Whereas like Cataclysm came out, I don't know, what, 2009, 2010, like 15 years ago. So I got those achievements a long time ago. You know, I vaguely remember doing them, but it'd be cool to get them again. Okay, so we're heading to this zone here. Never been to this area before. Pick up a couple things on the way, but we got tin ore. The nice thing about low-level mats is they sell pretty well. Like, we got some copper ore here. Oh, actually, they don't sell that well. Silver ore sells good, 3 gold each. We picked a fair few iron ore up in Desolace. Probably like 100 gold's worth. Just literally incidental collecting. So that's really good little extra money maker. And if we can find a vendor, then we'll sell off some of these artifacts as well, because they're going to clog up our bags. Because if you have a look, we have got these brilliant 36, 32 slot bags, but we can only put herbs and ores in them. Can't put anything else, so we've only got our regular backpack for everything, plus gems and that. So space for normal stuff is quite a premium. Oh, this is a really good place to do archaeology, because these guys are already, I don't know what they're doing. Are they mining? Are they mining, or are they excavating? Yeah. Fossil archaeology find. So fossils exactly what we want, because that's going to be good for our Dark Moon Fair quest. We're not going to turn any of these in. Or as in, we're not going to convert them into artifacts unless we absolutely have to. Unless we get to that cap. Just going to kind of build up a stockpile. Wow, these guys are ruthless. They've like killed all the dwarves. And stolen their mining spot. Jeez, I don't think I've ever quested here. Oh, look, there's a Zeppelin here. This is wild. How have I never been here? It's because I always play Alliance. That's why, I reckon. Okay, I'm gonna like delve into the lore of this zone later. Go down here. Oh, wild steel bloom. See, it's funny because it wasn't that long ago that I was gathering in these kind of zones, but oh, double find. What an amazing little bonus. Right. We're at 134, so what we'll do is we'll go via Thunder Bluff, pick up the next tier of archaeology, and then we can carry on down to Dustwallow Marsh. What's that? Felaris? Whatever it is. And then down to here on Gorilla Crater, that must be. Yeah. So I think there must be some sort of logic to where dig sites occur, because they always seem to cluster. Okay, just can't loot that. That's weird. Like, I never have it where I have like a dig site up in Winterspring and then another one down in like Tanaris. Like, that never happens. They always tend to be like one zone away from each other at most. So I feel like there must be some sort of mechanic. I was going to Thunder Bluff, wasn't I? And another nice little bonus that we're going to be getting today is we're going to get a tiny bit of exploration experience. But we're also going to get some, like, potentially some zone exploration achievements as well. Because achievements, we haven't focused on achievements at all in this challenge. But we will do one day. So the more we can get now, the better. And for those of you who you've never seen this series before, the sort of basis of what we're doing is we're leveling a character in MoP Classic from 1 to 90 without ever attacking. So 0 attacks, 0 kills, that is the aim, and we're going to get all the way to level 90. So a lot of what we've been doing has been herbalism and mining, because we get experience for those. But today we're trying archaeology out, because we've been kind of sleeping on that. And there are some quests as well. There are some pacifist quests that we can do. Oh, it was that person over there. For example, there are fishing, cooking dailies. I don't think.
May the eternal sun shine upon you.
Yeah, we're not doing fishing because we've determined that is not pacifist. But what we can do is cooking quests, because like collecting pine nuts, that's fine. That's totally acceptable. So we need to find some pine nuts, we need to collect them, and we need to toast them. We need 30 of these. That seems like a lot. Or maybe there are lots within a single one. I reckon. I don't reckon we've got to collect 30 of these, but if we do, hey, that's what we got to do to feed the people. Let's have a look. Oh, each one gives us 5. Oh, easy. Wow. We did not have to go far to complete that quest at all, did we? So we get some experience. Nice little chunk of experience. Oh, you know what we're going to do? We've got a Dark Moon top hat that I pulled out of a Dark Moon prize. We're going to use that because that gives us 10% more experience. We're going to complete this quest. Nice bit of gold and an Epicurean award, which we can't do much with at the moment, but we will be able to later. So we will keep them for now, because later we can buy all of these like higher level recipes. So we'll definitely be doing that when the time comes, but it's good to start getting them in now. And there's one other thing that we can do whilst we're here, very productive thing for us, apart from training up our archaeology, because that is productive. Yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to level that to 200. We'll have to come back. One other thing we can do, and it's going to cost us a lot of gold, but we're not here to make gold, we're here to level up. Leveling is the primary, I dare say, only purpose so far of the challenge. I can't remember where they are. I think... I can't remember where they are. I'll have to ask a guard. I knew they were down here somewhere. We're going to go over to the Guildmaster because we've been doing loads of guild quests and things like that. So we are now revered with our guild. So we can now buy the helm. And this helm, beautiful thing here. Okay, it's not particularly attractive, but it is going to give us 10% bonus to all experience gains for the low price of 1,350 gold. Yes, good job we're not focusing on gold making, isn't it? So we're going to do that, we're going to purchase that, and we're going to equip it. And now all our experience gains are going to be increased by 10%. And I think that's actually everything we can do. So we could buy this that gives us more experience, but yeah, we ain't spending 250 gold, 270 gold on a tiny bit of experience. We're not that desperate. And we'll head back in. We'll do this Dark Moon Fair quest at some point, but Dark Moon Fair's around for a few more days. We got 3 more days of Dark Moon Fair, so we can do that later. Today we're just chilling with archaeology. And we've got another 2 dig sites here, really close together in Felorus, and we've got a quest in Silithus. Oh, it's just like a cool board quest. That's cool. And the reason I pick those up is even though they're a really tiny amount of experience, they do give guild reputation. Now, I don't think that guild rep is really going to do much more for us now that we've hit revered. Let's have a little look though. What's locked? Amount. Oh, these are the wrong icons. I'm pretty sure the Guild Herald is not chainmail pants, but whatever. Yeah, it's just like some shirts and some recipes and stuff like that. Those icons are weird, hey? This is a cool area that's like not in an area. I don't think I've ever had reason to fly through here. This is what I absolutely love about this challenge, is there's so many places that I just wouldn't explore, like I just wouldn't go to, because why would you ever fly, like manually fly from Thunderbluff into Felorus? Like you just wouldn't do it. You just get on a flight path, right? Oh, look at this. Diamond. I'm really glad we left archaeology until we had flight form, because getting between these dig sites is so much easier now. I know I really don't need to transform into flight form between every single thing, but it's just habit. Habit from hours and hours of mining. To press the button and then transform. Yeah, more night elf stuff. Okay, let's just solve a couple of these straight away then, because we might as well. And look how much that's increased our experience gains. So before we were getting about 3,800 experience, whereas now with the hat and the, well, both the hats actually, we're now getting 4,500. So fair bit more for really very little effort. And that's what it's all about. It's just finding these little things, working hard towards them, because it hasn't been easy to accumulate this gold, because the market on MoP Classic is not particularly healthy at the moment, but we're expecting that to change, because they've now created these like mega servers, which means that players from servers who, thankfully, we are on the designated like mega realm. But everybody who's on a different realm, or not everybody, but a lot of people who are on different realms, can get a free realm transfer to our realm now. So we're going to have a lot of players coming onto our realm, and that should really help the market, because our sale rates have been very poor. I think it went live, like the free realm transfers went live, I want to say this morning. I think today is like the first day you can do it. And I don't know if it's just like confirmation bias, whether I'm expecting to see it, so I'm seeing it. But I was putting some stuff on the auction house earlier, and this has never happened on this account or on MoP Classic for me at all. I was putting stuff on the auction house, And as I was putting stuff up, stuff was selling. Like, it was that quick. Maybe somebody just really needed the thing I was selling, and I always do put a little bit of a discount on there because I'm just kind of used to it not selling. But it seemed like there was a real uptick in the market, so I'm hoping that is a real thing and not just something I'm imagining. We shall see. Yay, we're a journeyman. And that dig site has expired. Cool, so we're at 150 and we're like almost 60% of the way to the next level. So this isn't bad. This isn't a bad way to level at all. We like a bit of mithril. Mithril sells really well. What's mithril worth at the moment? About 2.5 gold? Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Thought I went too far there. I'm actually going to count for this dig site how many finds I get. So that was our first one. I think it's 6. But it'd be good to know. Gone a bit too far. Big Burrito, do you think Wrath Zones will be easier or harder? That's a good question. That's a good question. I think... they'll be harder because I think the experience gains will be higher. Sorry, as in the experience requirements will be higher. Just like we saw with Outland, like the amount of experience per level required jumped like quite dramatically, like 50%. I think because we've got flying now, and because Wrath was introduced with flying as like intended, those zones were created with flying in mind, I think it'll be easy to get about. But therefore, I actually think the node density might not be as good because they've already kind of accounted for the fact that you can fly fast between them. Because I've noticed in Outland the gaps between nodes are really big. Like you have to travel quite a way to get from one node to the other, and I think that's because like the devs know you can fly, so they've accounted for it. Whereas in Classic, you know, farming in the old world is an absolute dream because you're meant to run between nodes, so being able to fly just makes your life so easy. But I'm looking forward to Wrath, really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to Grizzly Hills. Love, like really like naturey zones, so that'll be good fun. Oh, I was supposed to be keeping track and I just didn't. It's fine, I can look back in the chat. Okay, so let's have a look. We got... Yeah, we got that last time, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. 5, and we need to solve another one of these. It's crazy. This is a rare set. This is going to get us our first title. Amazing. I'm going to wait a sec to do that. Okay, so that was 6 gathers, wasn't it? And then another dig site right here. The WoW gods are loving us today. Making our life very easy. Now, I don't have anything against the Night Elves, but it'd be nice to do some archaeology that was from a different race. Because at the moment I'm just having to solve all of my artifacts straight away. Whereas I kind of want to stockpile a bit. First live stream. No, this isn't. This is not our first live stream. This is our second live stream. If you're over on YouTube, then you can see the first live stream because YouTube automatically saves and uploads them. For Twitch, I was really silly. Turns out there is a button you have to, or like a toggle you have to like click to like save your live streams and have them uploaded to your channel after you've gone live, and I did not click that, and that's fully my fault. So if you're watching on Twitch, you won't be able to see the last live stream, which is unfortunate, but what I am going to do is once you become an affiliate on Twitch, you can upload videos. So I did record the live stream as well, so what I'll do is I'll upload it on Twitch because I want I want all of them to be there, because for me personally, it's really satisfying when I'm like playing WoW on my own. What I'll do is I'll just have I'll have a YouTuber that I really like, or a content creator I really like, and I will just find some like live streams of theirs and just kind of watch them whilst I'm farming. It's just nice to have something like chill and relaxing in the background. And that's what I want. I want all my content to be on there. I want it to be out there, easy to find. So yeah, I have changed the toggle now. So this should be uploaded onto Twitch after the live stream. Same with YouTube. And I'm dual streaming, so you can watch on whatever platform you prefer. Because we've got some goals on both. And the goals are, because what I really want is I really want to be able to invest in the challenge, and also like time and money into the challenge and into the content creation. So over on YouTube, there's a couple of requirements we have to meet. One of them is that we need 500 subscribers, and we are like so close to it. We're like 470 plus, so we're pretty much there with that. We also need 3,000 watch hours, and we're at about 2,000 at the moment, so that's like the amount of time that all the people who have watched your videos have watched them. It needs to add up to 3,000, and we're at about 2,000. This is pretty good. So hopefully with a couple more live streams and next video coming out, we should reach that. And on Twitch, we need to have 25 followers. So we've got 15 at the moment, so we just need 10 more. And we need to have 4 streams, so this is our second out of 4. We need to have an average of 3 viewers per stream, which we've been really fortunate. We're quite a bit over that each stream, so that's good. And I think that's it. You have to live stream for 4 hours total, but that's very easy because our previous live stream was like 6 hours. And even though I did not save it to the channel, it still counts towards that, which is great. So we're doing pretty good. We're on track. When's the next live stream? Well, that is a good question. Hang on, is that what it's... No, it's not showing me that. We can sell these though, these power crystals. Next live stream, so I'm going to aim to stream every weekend. Various different things. Some will be challenge streams, so if I don't have anything on the weekend, I'll do a challenge stream, because it doesn't matter if we like take loads of time and run over. But if I have got stuff on, then we'll just do something like this. We'll just sort of chill out, farm for a few hours or however long. Might be mining, might be herbalism, might be archaeology, might be something else. We've got a few like different like challenges that we're doing within the main challenge, and I just really want to explore how far we all don't attack this guy. I want to explore how far we can kind of go without attacking, like how much of the game can you see and do without the, Warcraft element of it. What do we got? Fossil? Nice. look at this. These two things are so close together they actually overlap. So we've really lucked out here. How much do these yellow things sell for? Oh, they sell for nothing. Okay. Okay, that's another dig site cleared. So we've got one more in Ungoro, another in Dustwallow, and then another one that's just spawned up here in Fellerus. And I'm definitely taking suggestions, by the way. If anybody's got ideas of additional like sub-challenges we can do as part of the Pacifist challenge, or maybe even a new challenge, you know, to think about in the future, then definitely just drop a comment, because I'm really interested to see like how we can explore the extremes of this challenge. So one of the additional challenges we've got going on at the moment is we're trying to reach max leveling our cooking without using any meat or fish, because we're pacifists. This character anyway is veggie only, so we're seeing if we can level cooking all the way to max. Now at the moment I've managed to get it to 104. Got it to like 40 with spice bread, 85 with herb baked egg, and then I've been just doing dailies, cooking dailies like we just did earlier with the pine nuts in Thunder Bluff. I wanted to do the Dark Moon Fair cooking challenge, but that unfortunately involves boiling frogs, and we're not allowed to do that, so that's a shame, because that is 3 skill ups, I think. So that'd be a nice little bonus, and it's experience, but alas, it is out of bounds for us. one thing I did notice is, so I did all of the Darkmoon Faire profession quests, and I did it on the Sunday, so when Darkmoon Faire first opened. And today when I logged in, I could do all the profession quests again, and that's not the first time that's happened. I thought you could only do them once per event, but it must be like once per week, because like the weekly reset has happened, right? I think it's intentional, like it's happened a few times, and I feel like they would have patched it by now. But it'd be interesting to know if that's intended, or whether they kind of accidentally reset the daily quests or the weekly quests at the wrong time. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's a lovely chunk of experience. We get Darkmoon Faire tickets, we get rep, we get skill ups, we get loads of stuff. But thought you could only do it once per event. But maybe my info is outdated. This long grass is really presenting a challenge, because it's hiding all of the fragments. Oh, and look, another one just spawned in the same zone. So I'm sure there is some sort of mechanic that helps you out a little bit here, so you're never too far from an archaeology dig site. Maybe we're just really lucky today. Either way, we'll take it. Streamer luck is a thing, yeah. Streamer luck is... must be. I have to say, I really wasn't expecting to get a huge amount of experience from this. I was expecting us to like reach 300 archaeology before we even got a level up, but we've leveled archaeology by less than 100, and we've almost got a full level. So I really should have been on this as a strategy. This is great. Right. Let's solve this, and we're going to get a title now, I think, because this is a rare set. That's what I'm hoping anyway. We could put these keystones in, but they look like they're selling for anywhere from 10 to 50 gold. I want to give them a go on the auction house. Oh yes. Another achievement. Our second achievement of the day and our first ever title. So we're definitely going to be equipping that. Oh, it's automatically equipped. Fantastic. Assistant Professor. Pacifist. If you're wondering, no, that is not how you spell pacifist. I did misspell it on character creation, but we're pretending that it was intentional and that it's a quirk and not the result of poor English skills. fossils getting close. You know what, I'm going to see if we can hold out from doing some solves. I want to see if we can get a whole, like, 75 skill ups. When we go back to the capital city. Oh man, we must be like feet from it. There we go. More. Jeez. Fantastic, right. Okay. We'll head up to Dust Hollow. Almost leveled up. That's insane. So I wonder, in Southern Barrens, I wonder what race that's going to be, because that's not going to be Night Elves, and it doesn't strike me as a fossil type zone, so I'm hoping that's going to be a different group, different race in archaeology, because we want a bit of variety. So I did put a little clip in one of the videos of me travelling through Thousand Needles before we had flight form, because obviously we don't have any flight paths, so we had to just use aquatic form and swim through the whole zone here to get to Tanaris, to do some like gathering in Tanaris. And I'm going to open up the map here, and this has got every single node that I encountered. Ready? There you go. And you're probably wondering, where are the nodes? Well, exactly. There's like, what? 8, maybe 9? There's not 10. There's fewer than 10 nodes in that whole zone. Couldn't find a single ore. It was... Maybe I was looking in the wrong places, but I pretty much explored the whole zone. And I just couldn't find anything. It was pretty dire. That's probably the worst zone for gathering that I've encountered so far in this challenge. I really couldn't believe it. I always thought Tanaris was quite a good zone. But obviously my information is out of date. We should pick up this flight path in case we ever want to come back here. Even though I've been pretty much exclusively flying between zones. We'll sell off a little bit of gear here. Oh, this is a toy. That's cool. Summon a fountain of knowledge. okay. This is our first ever toy, because this is a totally fresh account. Okay. Can't use that ability while shapeshifted, no problem. Whoa. Oh, it's on us. The effect is on us. It stays on us. That's cool. And that was it. Okay, well, that was pretty cool. That was very thematically appropriate for a druid. Let's grab these herbs while we're here. And then we'll find this dig site. It's over here somewhere, I think. When will the next video drop? Can't wait for it. Next video is going to drop. It's not going to be this weekend. I think it's going to be probably towards the end of next week, probably about in a week's time. And so what I've done is I've actually made the video. But I'm a bit of a... I'm not a perfectionist, but I want it to be really good, and I want there to be enough content in there to be interesting and engaging and to feel like a full video. So obviously I've done like from where we picked up last time, so level 60 to now level 67, and although it's taken longer than previous levels, as in played time wise, I feel like there's still content that I want to put in it to finish it off. So it's pretty close to being done, but my plan is to get to level 70 and then finish it off. So I've made the first, like 2/3 of the video. And then we will, we'll level up. We'll hit 70 is my plan, depending on how long it takes. And then I just need to add that into kind of the end of the video. So we're not far off. We're only a few days off, but I don't want to just release videos for the sake of releasing them. I want there to be enough content in there to be good, interesting videos. Like if they're not 15 minutes long, as in like 15 engaging minutes, then I don't think it's ready, personally. Yes, even better. Level 68. Okay, we're going to be hitting level 70 pretty soon. Jeez, only 2 more level ups, and I wasn't expecting one today. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah. So yeah, it's not far. It's not far. We got like I say, another live stream this weekend. May do one tomorrow, Friday evening. We'll see how we go, but definitely one this weekend. And my plan is, I think you can see it scheduled on like YouTube and Twitch. The plan is we're just going to go till we hit level 70, which actually at the rate we're going might not take that long. But we'll throw some other stuff in there to make it a, full, decent stream. So, yeah, don't you worry. Plenty of content coming. Just get out of the way of that guy. And actually, if we think about it, our archaeology skills pretty high as well. So we're at what, 215 now, so just need 85 more. Wow, this has been really productive. I really thought this was going to take us longer, so I'm really pleasantly surprised. I thought this was going to, I was going to have to do this over a couple of days, and we haven't been speedrunning it. Like I could have really locked in and gone hard. I've been picking up every node that we see and stuff like that, and just kind of chatting. Imagine if you went all in. Okie doke. What we'll do is we'll go and grab this one up here, then we'll head back into Thunderbluff, learn the next level, because once we do 6 more digs, we'll pretty much have maxed this out. Wow, who knew, guys? Who knew? Archaeology is definitely going to be a bit of a segment on the next video. Now, what do we need to get the professor? Oh, so associate professor is 10 rare artifacts. Okay, maybe 25 is just professor? Because I always thought that was a cool title. Okay. I think Pandaria is where archaeology really comes into its own. Yeah, look at all these different achievements. I'm pretty sure these are all Pandaria achievements. Oh yeah, you get the pristine versions of artifacts. That's it. And there's loads of cool toys, stuff like that. Yeah, archaeology is a really fun profession that I think kind of gets forgotten about, because there's certainly in retail, because there's so many other like cool things going on. Okay, so Desolace we said was a really good place to grind if you're gathering. Southern Barrens, not so good. Better than Tanaris, granted, but yeah, if we have a look at this map, you can kind of see there's not, like, once you get to the southern part of the zone, you just kind of like, you just run down here. You can do a little loop, and you can do a loop around here, but this is like, those nodes are all from like hours of gathering. You're really not picking up much each run. So yeah, not an optimal farming route, but I think the zone's been made really visually interesting since Cataclysm, especially if you're used to classic barons. I mean, I love classic barons, but I also like what they did in Cataclysm of changing the zones up, because some of them were visually monotonous, whereas now I don't think they are. We're going to need to do another solve. Oh geez, oh that's fine. We're gonna lose out on one skill up, but we were going to lose out on way more fragments, so it's kind of worth it. So that gets us expert, amazing. I think there's still one more gather to do. So unfortunately, we are going to miss out on the skill up for it, but hey, it's fragments. Oh, and we've got a rare find here as well. That's cool. Oh, I think there's another find still to go. Oh well, we still needed to do what we did, because we would have lost all these fragments otherwise, or we'd have had to just come back to the dig site, but that's not worth it. Oh, see this one this next dig site is up here in Winter Spring, so that has spawned quite far away. But I reckon when we clear the next dig site, that will also be like near Winter Spring. That'll be in like Felwood or Winter Spring, I reckon. Because they do jump about the map, but they do kind of cluster together. Okay. Amazing. Hey, XF. Managed to catch this one live, yeah. Glad to have you here. We're just doing a little bit of archaeology today. Because we've been doing a lot of gathering, a lot of herb and ore gathering, so we're mixing it up a bit, doing a bit of archaeology. Yeah, the last live stream, I was just saying, on Twitch I forgot to change the toggle, so it didn't save onto our Twitch profile. But it is saved on YouTube, and once we become an affiliate, we get the ability to upload videos to Twitch. So I'll upload it there, so you can go back and watch it, which would be cool. But yeah, we're live. We're gonna head over. We're gonna head back to Fellerus in a minute to do some more archaeology. Once we sell off all our stuff. And what we've also been doing is we've also been gathering some items whilst we kind of go through the zones. So that's why we've got this kind of eclectic mix of herb and ore down here. And what we'll do is we'll chuck that all on the auction house, get ourselves a little bit of extra gold as a result. So it's doubly productive, and believe it or not, we've been streaming for what, an hour and a half, and we have we've already, well, we leveled up twice, although we were like 95% of the way to level 67, so I don't know if we can really count that, but yeah, we got all the way from 67 to 68 purely through archaeology, which is awesome. I did not realise it was so lucrative for experience. And I meant to go down to here, but we're in Desolus. It's cool. We'll stick here. Oh, top off the okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a few more dig sites. I'm going to see if we can get to 300. We might be able to, with our solves, we might be able to hit 300, which would be really good. And I really hope I'm not misremembering, and that we can do archaeology in Outland. I really hope that's a thing. I don't actually remember ever doing it in Outland, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. That just means I don't remember doing it. If we can't do it in Outland, I'm going to be really disappointed, but you know, it's cool. It gives us an excuse to come back to the old world, which is never a bad thing. Azeroth is a very beautiful place, and we're glad to be exploring it. archaeology was such a neat profession and then it was promptly neglected by Blizzard, and I'm quite miffed about it. Yeah, you and me both. I was just saying how I really think archaeology peaked in Pandaria. Like, it really felt like such a key part of the expansion. It felt like they really fleshed it out and put a lot of time into it. Because archaeology came out, I think, in Cataclysm. So they could have forgotten about it in Pandaria, and they didn't. They really invested in it. Yeah, and then after that, I feel like that was really the last time archaeology was great. But we're in MoP Classic, so we are in peak archaeology time. And I'm here for it. And also, it's a great leveling technique. I didn't know. I really wasn't expecting to get this much experience. I actually think, because last time we were live, we were doing herb and ore gathering, and I think we were getting a level every almost 2 hours, I think it was. Whereas we've got like 1.5 levels in like 1.5 hours. So I dare say that archaeology might actually be a better way of leveling. I need to like go back and have a look at like the timestamps and things like that and do a bit of an analysis, but just off what I can remember, this seems really good. So maybe this is the tactic. Maybe the tactic from 60 to 70 is to do archaeology. If you want to be a pacifist, of course. I'm sure, you know, the LFG function is probably quicker, or questing. But this is cooler, right? This is more unique. How do I keep missing it? Okay. So I'm just kind of doing the number crunching in my head at the moment, and I think that we get 6 digs at each archaeology site, and each of these digs gives us anywhere from 5 to 9 fragments. So let's say an average of 7 fragments per dig. 6 times, that's like 42 fragments. So you're probably talking a solve per dig site. So 11 skill ups, about 25k, 30k experience at the moment. Oh, we've done them all. I'm trying to dig and this isn't a dig site. 30k, so yeah, like if you do 10 dig sites, you pretty much got a level up. Plus, you're getting like 110 archaeology skill points, and it's not that, it doesn't really take that long to do 10 dig sites. You can probably do like 10 in an hour. So the numbers look pretty good. See, now this one has spawned down in Ongoro. So that one up in Winter Spring, maybe we've just been getting lucky up till now. Because now they're getting quite spread out. Okay. I think this ancient amber, I think all these rare ones are toys, or similar. I don't know if there's any, there must be some like pets or mounts or something that you can get from archaeology. I need to remember what just happened. Oh, that's my Darkmoon. Oh, that's cool. That's my Darkmoon Fair hat wearing off, which tells me that probably need to probably can't stay on for too much longer, but we'll definitely do these 2 dig sites at the very least, and then we'll see where we're at. I would like to get to 300 skill points, but yeah, we'll see how we go. There's at least 1 mount. Okay, that's cool. Do you know what expansion it's in? Like, can we get it from just like classic archaeology? Or do you reckon it's a later expansion? I would guess it's a later expansion. But you never know. Further away than I thought. We'll grab this life fruit. Oh, blindweed. Blindweed sells pretty good. Golden Sansam's got a really high sale rate at the moment. So does Fade Leaf. Wow. All of these numbers have really gone up a lot. And I think that's from the realm merge. Been so long since I did it, so I can't remember. Yeah, that's cool. Well, I mean, we're gonna be exploring this in all the expansions, so if there's a mount, we'll do our best to find it. Now, I'm gonna say something that's gonna really show off my Britishness, but I've been really getting back into the TV show Downton Abbey. I watched it like years ago when it came out, and for some reason it got like recommended to me on whichever streaming service it's on, and it's like such a chill show to just like watch in the evening, like when you're winding down. So that I'm gonna, once this live stream finishes, I'm gonna go and cook dinner, and then stick some Downton Abbey on and just chill out. And that's kind of my it's kind of my post-work chill out. If I don't have any plans on a weekday evening, a little bit of WoW. Cook myself something healthy and then watch an episode of Downton Abbey. And if you've not watched it, oh my god, you are missing out. It is like, I think people watch it and they're like, oh well, you know, this is what Britain was like, 80 years ago or 100 years ago. And it's like, yes it is, but a lot of the behaviours portrayed is so typical of modern Britain as well. It's hilarious. It's such like a comfort watch. Been meaning to watch. I would, honestly. It's I think the reason it got recommended is I think they've got another movie coming out. So they're obviously like pushing it to get like new people in to watch it. It's just such a comforting watch. Even better on a rewatch, actually. It's one of those shows that you can definitely watch again. Some shows you just watch them once, that's it. Whereas I've got some shows that are like, I'll watch it once and then like, I don't know, a few years later I'll watch it again. Once I remember the overarching story, but don't necessarily remember all of the ins and outs. So, done it recently. I've watched, what did I watch recently? I rewatched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, because I watched that as it was coming out, and then never rewatched it, so I did my first rewatch of that, maybe the end of last year. That's a really fun show. And I don't think I'd ever seen like the last couple of seasons. I think for whatever reason, wherever they were coming out on, I like didn't have the subscription, so I just never saw the last couple of seasons. So the first time I saw them was on a complete rewatch. And then absolute classic, but The Office. Rewatched that. And that's probably like my third time watching it through. When I was younger, I used to watch Friends, which is a good show, and it definitely holds a place in my heart, but for some reason I don't think I could rewatch all 10 seasons now. Just probably because of the time commitment, and I think because I watched it so much when it came out, I feel like I just know it all. But stuff like that's good for like comfort watching, right? Like, you know what's happening, you can just kind of have it on, and you don't really need to think. And sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need something that really makes you think, and sometimes you think you need something that really doesn't. Okay. I think there's a boat, isn't there? There's a boat that goes between these two islands, but actually it's probably just quicker to fly there. I'm sure there is. I'm sure that dock there. Who knows? Maybe it got destroyed in Cataclysm. Yeah, because there's a dock here. Oh, I remember leveling in this zone in Classic. And this was like the first zone where I was... I think the first zone where I was like scared of dying. I don't know why. But I feel like there's just a lot of stuff that can kill you in Feralus. And I think it's also like, it was the first time I'd properly played WoW. Hotel Babylon I should rewatch. Do you know what? Maybe I've like been living under a rock. I have never heard of that TV show. Like, I've heard of Babylon, but Hotel Babylon. Maybe it's just something that hasn't really made it to the UK, perhaps. But then again, I'm not always up to date with what's in. Like, I'll hear people talking about a TV show or something, and then like 3 years later, I'll actually get around to watching it because I have like a list of things people recommend, and I just kind of work down the list. But I don't watch like a huge amount of TV, so it takes me a long time. Ooh, treasure chest. That's cool. What are we getting here? Wow, some BOE shoulders. Worth 50 gold. Cool. Well, I mean, we're not transmog hunting. Well, maybe we'll put them on the auction house, see what we get. I only got 600 experience though. I thought we'd get more. Oh, it's a BBC show. Oh man, BBC shows are awesome. Like, they are really good. I'm gonna give that a look. I'm gonna look into that because I like a good BBC show. for their budget, they make some really good stuff. Some of their dramas are some of the best telly I've ever watched. They had a TV show that was I can't remember what it was called now, but it was about like a deadly, like it was like in a post-apocalyptic bird flu outbreak or something, and like 1% of the population survived, and it was just all these like really British people in post-apocalyptic England, and it was, yeah, I just remember really enjoying it because it was the first thing that felt like incredibly grounded but still really engaging. And I think that's a really hard balance to strike. And it's got like every single popular UK actor in it. Like the BBC only has like 10 actors on their payroll. And they use them for everything. And they were all in that show. Dexter Fletcher was in it. Dexter Fletcher's in a lot of stuff, but not, he's I feel like I rarely see him as like the main character, but he's always there. And he always, like, I'm not going to say he doesn't steal the show in the sense of, like, detract attention away from everyone else, but I feel like he just brings up the caliber. Oh, geez, I need to solve this. That was a wasted find. Okay. We're going to run out of inventory space, but it's cool. We're just going to solve these. I've actually just got on my TV list on my other screen and added Hotel Babylon. I'm gonna give it a little Google. I'm gonna like watch the trailer or something. I'm really surprised I haven't heard of it because 06 to 09, like that's like pretty peak BBC content years. Right, where's our next one? Okay, we've got 2 in Angoro down here. Might take a flight path down there because then I can go and grab a glass of water whilst we're flying there. There's a flight path up here, right? Feathermoon Stronghold. Ruins of Feathermoon. This place still exists, right? Oh, geez. It looks like it's in disrepair. Oh, is this abandoned? Oh, maybe I can't get a flight path from here. This might have been an Alliance-only place anyway. Oh, that's a shame. That's a darn shame. Because we want to get up to 300 archaeology. So I might give these all a solve. Now, we just need the bag space. The bag space is the limiting factor, because gemstones, bizarrely, I mean, I kind of get it, but they don't go in the mining bag. But I really feel like they should. I get that there's a dual crafting bag, But they're items that you get from mining. But, yeah, it is what it is. We'll work around it. Oh, all of my, oh, jeez. Oh, man, I'm so used to playing Alliance. Oh, we have to walk back as well. You know what's going to happen? We're going to get one shot when we go in there. Screw it. You know what's great about being a pacifist? It doesn't matter about res sickness because we ain't attacking anything anyway. And our gear is so low level that it doesn't cost anything to really fix. So that is one little bonus. I do need to work out where a flight path is though. I mean, we're not actually that far, we could just fly straight there. And there's two, fantastic. Love it when they cluster. So yeah, archaeology, really efficient way of gaining experience, but the travel time between dig sites is the killer. That's the thing that drags down your experience per hour. So if you can get ones that are close together, or if you can just like, if you're doing other stuff, you can just like AFK, get a flight path between them, then yeah, it's pretty good method. Jesus, loads of blindweed down there. We're going to skip it for now because I don't have that much time and I do want to get to 300 archaeology, so we're going to focus on that. Now this must be a goblin place, surely. They must have a flight path. I mean, to be honest, we're so close that it's not really worth it now. Really? Nothing? What is this place? I feel like this is a resort. I feel like there is so many locations I'm just discovering or rediscovering. Because I suppose during Cataclysm I probably skipped a lot of the old world. I don't think I really came back and explored it. So a lot of this seems really new and fresh, which is cool. Right. Don't get distracted by the quest. Pretty sure there's a vendor down here who'll just convert a load of stuff. Jeez, we have so few bag spaces. This has literally never been a problem, it's just now because we're not mining and herb gathering. Okay, let's see how far we can get just with these solves. Whoa, 100 gold! Jeez. That's good, isn't it? That's really good. And these are soulbound, so we can't do anything with them, so we might as well just sell them off. 10 gold. Nice. We've got a rare fossil artifact, so I'm pretty sure this ancient amber is a toy. Yeah, it is. Nice. Make a couple of these. Oh wow, we might get to... Okay, I don't want to do another one because the 6 gathers in the next zone are going to get us to 299. Wow, we had lots of solves there. I think that kind of took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting to get up that high. Oh, you know what I've done? I wanted to save our fossil artifacts, didn't I? for this. Okay, that's fine. We've got 50. That's like a month's worth of Darkmoon Fair quests. Right, let's add that to our toy box. Lovely, that's our second toy ever, by the way. Because this is a fresh account, we just have no collections whatsoever. This is taking up an inventory space, might as well get more. They do stack beyond 10, right? Good. Good, more fossil art. Fragments. That's what we like to see. What's yellow? Where is it? It's hidden in the grass. There we go. Okay. So what we'll do, because I'm pretty sure we've got another dig site in the zone. Yeah. So we're at 299 archaeology. We're just going to go to the other dig site. We're just going to do one dig, just one excavation, just to get us to 300. And then I'm going to portal back, or I'm going to Hearthstone back. We're going to learn the next rank of archaeology, and then we'll be ready to do archaeology in Outland. But that's going to be in a future stream. We're not going to do that today, but we can get this. We can head on back. And is there anything else we're going to do today, I wonder? I don't know. That might be enough. I'm really happy with that. We've got 1.5 levels, which is way more than I was expecting. I was expecting to get like half a level total. So it's been really good for experience. We've leveled up so we've got another profession that we can now go into Outland and use. And we're only 1.5 levels away from hitting level 70. So this has been just a great success today. And it's been really chill as well. Like I say, we've not been rushing or min-maxing at all. We've just kind of been hanging out, talking about Downton Abbey and Dexter Fletcher. And there we have it. We're an artisan archaeologist. So let's run away from the bad mobs that will kill us. And let's go and learn the next rank. So we're probably going to head off in a little bit, but if anybody's got any questions or anything, then chuck them in the chat whilst we're just finishing up. Well done, thank you. It's given that we started off with like 84 skill points in archaeology, that's a huge improvement. Actually, why am I flying back to Orgrimmar? Because aren't there these weird bookcase things up here somewhere that will teach us archaeology. Shatrath's really weird in that there are profession trainers, but then there's also, I think it's in here, yeah, look, there's all these bookcases, and they teach you the various professions, and I presume there's one for archaeology. Skinning, mining, herbalism. Oh, actually, maybe that... Oh, no, that's alchemy. Oh, maybe there isn't one. Ah, that's annoying. It's really, really curious. I mean, I kind of like it. It's quirky. I've not seen that anywhere else in WoW. Profession trainer, archaeology. Oh, no, it's all the way over here. Okay. And then what I'll do, I'll do this off stream, but I'll send all of the materials we gathered today, which, if we look, we got like, what? We got a few hundred gold easy, and we haven't even been trying. Master Archaeologist. Right, now I'm hoping I'm going to open my map and there's going to be outland dig sites. If there's not, I'll be sad. Yes, oh there is, and they're all in Terakar Forest. Oh, and one enchantment. Fantastic. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next live stream. And it looks like here there's a dig site within a dig site. So that's cool. That's going to really confuse us, I think. We're going to have to do the big one before we do the little one. But, you know, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to... Yeah, that's where we're going to kick off next time. Yeah, find myself a mailbox and send everything to the mailbox alt. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us today. Just a sort of shorter 2-hour stream, just getting in some archaeology. We've leveled it up to 300, so we are ready to go in Outland. I'm also going to hand in this quest at some point, but we got a few days to do that, so there's no rush there. Yeah, really good one. I'll probably next be live streaming. I'll definitely next be live streaming Saturday morning, so 10 a.m. BST, so the time in England. And if you check on YouTube or Twitch, it'll show you where that is. If you want to get notified of that, then you can follow on Twitch or you can subscribe on YouTube and it'll give you a notification. We are trying to get to 25 followers on Twitch because that's one of the goals for affiliate. So if you haven't and you like the content, then if you could follow, that would really help me to reach that goal. But otherwise, just, yeah, thanks for being here. It's been a really good session. I may be live streaming either tomorrow or Friday. I just kind of need to see how things fall with work, but we'll definitely be back here Saturday. Thanks very much for streaming. It's nice and relaxing. We'll try and catch the next one as well. Yeah, thank you, Zeth. That's how I'm going to pronounce that. Yeah, it's been good to have you here, and yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Go with peace, friends.